Oh, that is interesting. Who do I think I am? Um, I am many things and all of the things. I am the product of, parents who reared me in the right way. I am someone who identifies as Black, queer, Southern, rural. I carry a lot of privilege that I'm aware of, that I make sure I'm conscious of as I maneuver around. But I'm someone with good intentions, and I'm someone who's trying to just sort of make it out here and do some good. And as much as I can continue to do that, then I think I'll be happy and pleased with my life. But at the end of the day, that's what I am. I'm just trying to do good.
All right now, well, you heard it here first, y'all. Now it's time to do what we do best, and that's get into our general verse TV questions that we ask all of our guests. So without further ado, first question is this. If you had all the money, power necessary, money, ooh, sorry, phone is dying. I'm gonna get through this. Here we go. All right, cool. If you had all the money and power necessary, what would you do or change that you feel would be most beneficial for the LGBTQ community?
Free healthcare. I feel like that is like a thing we take for granted. I have really nice insurance through my current employer, thank God. But there are too many folks in 2021 who, unfortunately, especially in our communities, don't have access to adequate healthcare, or who have access to healthcare, but it's still pricey. And so when I think about things like sexual health, mental health, all these kinds of things, we need more people who are gonna who need to be have direct access to those things. So if I had the money and the power, everybody would have free and universal and the best amount of health insurance that would cover any and all of the needs, because that shouldn't be a problem for us. There are bigger fish to fry that we shouldn't be having to worry about, whether I can go to the doctor, whether I can go find a therapist.
Absolutely, definitely. Come on now, make change in the world. Come on. Um, question number two starts with a quote, and it goes from and then the question. So the quote is this: "Ask me not where I live, or what I like to eat, or how I comb my hair, but ask me what am I living for? In detail, ask me what do I think is keeping me from living fully for the thing I want to live for." And that's a quote by Thomas Morton. And the actual question is this: what is your goal in life, and what is stopping you or slowing you down from achieving that goal?
My goal in life is to make make it better for the folks that come after. So that being said, I want to make sure that the work I'm doing makes it easier, or makes life more enjoyable for people who come after me. I think that, can be said for generations before who made it easier on our generations, et cetera, et cetera. So that's the goal, is to make life better for somebody. What's holding me up is the fact that I still gotta work a 9 to 5. Like, I still gotta and I love my 9 to 5, and it supports a lot of the work that I do elsewhere. But most of us who have all these wonderful passion projects and ideas have to figure out how to do it while also making money that we have to use to support ourselves. And so, in all transparency, I can't get the good stuff done until I can do it all the time. And so, shout out to all the people who are juggling, because that's what we have to do. We have to figure out how to make it all happen. And
Hello. That's the
it's
reality. That's
hard.
true. Yeah,
Yep.
I agree. I feel like, that's how you overcome though, getting to the other side and making those dreams come true. And then you're already doing some of the things you're already doing as you continue to grow. So, oh yes. Did you already answer what's slowing you down from it? Oh, you did 9 to 5. Got it. Boom. Okay. And so this next question is most important because, some people tend to run from it, but you can't run because you never want to know. And the question is this: what is your deepest tea, i.e., something that you've never shared on social media before, but something that you are willing to share with us here on Verse TV, of course?
This okay, so this is like a hard detour, because we've been having such nice, wonderful, like,
Uh oh.
like whatever. But I just want to, like, I'll just say it. So I've been thinking, because I just came out of something relationship wise. I've been thinking a lot about like open relationships, and I've been thinking a lot about like what what is technically called ENMs, which is ethical non-monogamy. So a long, complicated way of talking about open relationships. And I'm just sort of getting to the part where I like own that I think that that's my life. That's my like next thing. So, you know, that's a really different sort of like, that's some different tea versus what we've been talking about for the past 10 minutes around like, you know, the really touchy feely stuff. But I'm
Right.
resolving that I'm pretty sure that I need to be in an ethical non-monogamous relationship going forward to be able to really find happiness. Um,
Mm.
with boundaries and respect and rules and expectations that have been mutually agreed upon. But that's something that I haven't shared with a lot of people because I think that there's a lot of stigma or like,
Right.
you know, weirdness that people still have around that, especially when it comes to communities of color. I think, you know, it's maybe more acceptable in other kinds of ways for other communities, but like I want us to get used to the idea that sometimes monogamy and the way that we think about it isn't always the answer for everybody. And I'm coming to terms with that for myself.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. Okay. And question number 4. 2 more questions are gonna be done. Enjoying this, so interesting. Especially when we have answers like that. Because you know, like self-understanding is so like like having those moments is just great. And so I didn't even know what that was until you said it just now. No clue, never
There's
heard of
a
it.
gr- there's a great book called The Ethical Slut. I'm just gonna shout it out. It's so good. It's like the manual for exploring like all the different types of relationships you can have with a partner. So it's really good.
Gotcha. Sorry, there's got special effects in the background. It's not me.
I got them
That's,
too.
oh, you too? All right, you see, you told me.
Yeah.
But my phone is dying, and I have to plug my phone in, so I have to take my headphones off. But don't beat me up, guys. Um, but the next question is this: number 4. What has been your biggest? And then when it's extra loud. What has been your biggest stumbling block that you've come across in your journey up, and how did you overcome it?
That's super easy for me. It's imposter syndrome. I think that most of the time, sometimes we don't believe we're worthy of things, or we don't believe that we are good enough to be certain places, or we don't hold our heads high up enough when we walk into certain rooms. And I still, to be quite honest, battle that all the time of not feeling like I'm worthy enough to be somewhere. And so, what's always held me up, even if I think about when I was a kid or even when I was in school or whatever, the thing that always held me up was me not thinking I was good enough to be there, or me not thinking that I was good enough to really dive deep into it. And so that's something I'm constantly chipping away at. Even now in my 30s, I'm trying to sort of figure out how to clock it when I know it's happening. I think RuPaul calls it your inner saboteur or something that she says on Drag Race or whatever. But, you know, it's real because, you know, we are our sort of our own worst enemies sometimes. And the things
Right.
that get in our way are ourselves. So that's something that I sort of still see in myself, and I just try and clock myself on it. And I got a good therapist who clocks me on it too. So get a therapist if you need one. It's really not that like, you know, it's a good thing.
Amen. Yes. Thank you for saying that. People think, especially some people of color, think that it's not, but it is. You know, definitely get the help if you need it. And this last question is this: what is something that you would like to be left in a legacy time capsule of your work?
Ooh, I would love for people to like, when it comes, I want people to know how I made them feel. Like, I don't really care about how many people came to something. I don't really care about how many people liked my photo. I don't really care about how many people, you know, saw my thing. I really want to know the stories about how it made them feel. And that's the stuff I want to capture. That's the stuff I would want people to know, is that my impact was felt in real, qualitative, tangible ways. It made somebody feel good. It helped somebody do something. It helped them get through the day. It helped them. Somebody told us with BGSH that they were at one point suicidal, but they decided that they were going to continue to come to our things, and that was a little bit of help for them. Those kinds of things are what I want to be left in a time capsule when people, if they wonder about who I was, is those stories or those moments.
Mhm. Nice. That's what's up. Yes, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question of the day, night, and week. Okay. So first and foremost, thank you so much for being here. Sir Joshua. We appreciate you. And let people know again where to find you on your social media, all that good stuff. They want to stay connected. And yeah, we
Cool.
can get on. We can wrap it up because I'll be the had you talking a lot. I know you're talking me smart or something.
You could find me on the internet at joshuahenryjenkins.com. You can also find me on any of the social media stuff. Well, not any of them. I don't do TikTok. I'm too old at this point for TikTok, I think. But maybe not. I'm not going to cross it off the list. But
Not just yet, right? Come on, you got to learn it.
It's on my phone. Instagram, Twitter is where I usually hang out, and you can find me at Josh Jinks. You can find me on Facebook, Joshua Henry Jenkins as well. But wherever you can find me, I'm down to talk. I like to talk.
Booyah, just like that. And I'm your boy at Troy Weeks Music, WEEKES. Troy Weeks Music on everything. We now tuned into all the tea right here on Burst TV. Go to our Instagram, go to our Facebook, go to our YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the conversation. And you know, we do this each and every week. It's week 114. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys again next week. You know, when we have a panel about main topic discussions and a whole other interview going. So thank you so much again, Josh. Continue to watch and support Josh and Michael as they continue to grow in their journey and doing what they're doing. Check them out. And I follow them on Instagram, all that good stuff, as we continue to watch them grow and glow up and rise. And so keep us doing it, y'all. Until next week, until next time, y'all be safe out here in the streets. And don't go fireworks crazy.
Thanks y'all for everything. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, thank you for being here once again. And see, we outside, y'all. We got family everywhere now. So check us out. Thank you guys so much. Ammon's gonna come and take over and do your intro.